Hello YouTube, and this is the Shedem Chest where this time I'm going to give you guys my first impressions on the latest patch on Blue Archive. So they released Sumire Part-Timer and Ray. Amazing. Without further ado, we're going to start with Sumire Part-Timer. Damn. So she is a support and he is a specialist and her damage type is piercing. So this is her stats at maximum potential. Level 90, I guess we can at relationship rank 20, EW 50, level 90 with tier 10 on the first two slots of the equipment. And this is her stats, approximate stats. I don't know if this is like the most accurate ones. But in any case, let's proceed with the skills. Her EX skill is only costs 3 and it deals up to 402% damage to a single target. And she applies weakness detection for 20 seconds. Weakness detection is not anything new in the game. In fact, we already have 4 characters, including Sumire Part-Timer, that already inflicts weakness detection. First one is Miyu, which has 10 seconds of weakness detection and it only lasts for 120 times. And then we have Meru, that also gives burn, weakness detection, and then lasts for 30 seconds, and this triggers up to 480 times. And then we have Noah Panjama, which is a combination of a burst character and weakness debuffer. It triggers up to 240 times. Now, for Sumire Part-Timer, he's a specialist and her cost is 2 less than Noah Panjama. And then the debuff also lasts for 20 seconds and also lasts for 240 hits. So yeah, taking up a special slot for weakness detection is, I don't know. If we're going for Hovercraft Torment, I don't even think you would need this. If you're just going to borrow someone like Noah Panjama because she's the best at, on this one, you don't really need Sumire. She's a good addition, I would say. I mean, there's only 4 so far who have weakness detection, but do you need her if you're just going to go for Torment? If you're going for Lunatic, probably you're going to need her. So, basic skill, when allies deal a total of 100 instances of critical hits, Sumire will increase the critical damage of all 4 strikers up to 15.1% for 21 seconds. It has a cooldown of 21 seconds. Okay, I guess it's fine. It doesn't really conflict with anything, right? And it doesn't say that it increases the critical damage of allies within a circular area. This is just straight up all 4 allies, which is nice. I think it's designed that way that it doesn't count critical hits while it's on cooldown. And then after the cooldown, that's where we count the critical hits. 100 critical hits, I would say it's not that much, right? Considering that fire rate is your best friend here, it's not much of a requirement. Yeah, it is just Kokona. Anyways, enhanced skill increases attack up to 26.6%. Really classic stuff. And then further increase attack by a flat value up to 721. And then for sub skills, so this increases the critical damage of all piercing units by 24.2%. I mean, it's just Wakamo Hovercraft. Her kit is just for Wakamo Hovercraft. So having this restrictive sub skill is, I think, is just fine. But yeah, we've seen her kit and all of her stuff. What are my first impression on this? So the next raid, as for recording of this video, the next raid for JP is going to be Wakamo Hovercraft. One thing for sure, I think I would skip her. Not because that she's weak, but because I don't need her. I think if anything, I would just settle for Torment. And if I'm ever going to sweat on Lunatic, I might need Sumire. I might need her. So yeah, I'm not looking forward what's going to happen to us on during Wakamo Hovercraft. I'm just going to expect nothing but the worst. So yeah, this is my first impression for Sumire Part-Timer. If you're going to sweat a lot on Hovercraft Lunatic, you might want to get her. Okay, moving on, let's get to our newcomer. Our newest original character after so long. So here's Ray, and her damage type is Sonic. She's a striker, and she has an armor type of light. And here are her stats at tier 10 on hat and hairpin. As expected from our third ever rocket launcher user, he has a crap ton of attack. Of course, at the cost of only having one ammo. Her EX skill is cost 4. Okay, we'll see. What's this? What is this? So 401% damage to all enemies within a circular area. Yeah, it's just classic AoE skill. What more can I say? And then for her basic skill, for every time she defeats 4 enemies, her attack speed is increased by 57.3% for 20 seconds. And she requires 1 stack of out. And this has a cooldown of 10 seconds, so you cannot really spam this one. And here's my concern here. 4 enemies defeated. You cannot really defeat the hitboxes from Kurokage. So I would assume that she is not a Kurokage unit. And the only thing that I would say that this skill would activate would be Chesed. But we're going to find out what is this out attack. And before that, we're going to tackle the enhanced skill, crit rate, classic 26.6%. And then at EW40, it gets critical damage. Her sub skill, which is this one, 65.6% tonic effectiveness to herself. And then when she acquires 3 stacks of out, she reduces her own skill cost up to 3 for 1 used. So it becomes from 4 to 1. I mean, it's good. If it's a free discount, as long as she kills someone with her basic skill or from her basic attacks, then I guess this is fine. As long as this is satisfied, we should be able to trigger the sub skill rather easily and quite often. So this is something that really nice. It's a really nice sub skill. Okay, what's my first impression here? I guess, quote unquote, we got another Sonic unit that we could use on Chesed elastic armor. But we already have Hanako swimsuit. But I don't know. I don't want to be a doomer on Rei, but rather I would say that she is like a good addition to your team if you're going to get her accidentally. But would you pull for her, like spark for her and everything? I don't think I would recommend you to do that. But all up to you if you want to roll for a particular student. By all means, go ahead. If anything, he is a alternative or a good alternative to Hanako swimsuit. If you don't have her, Rei could be your Sonic AoE damage dealer. At the end of the day, my number one question here is that would you exhaust all of your resources just to get Rei? And my answer here is that it will be really nice for us if we get spooked by her. But yeah, that's my first impressions on Rei. I think she's a very niche character in high-end content, but on regular missions, I think she's really good. But anyways, that's it for my impressions for Rei and Sumire part-timer. We're going to try out Rei and Sumire, and this is from the event stage, and we're going to check out how they work. Okay, so oh my god, what are you doing? Boom. Okay, so this is how big her EX skill is. Classic. Okay, that's a 1 out stack. And let's wait for a bit. And let's use this. Okay, that's 2 outs now. Use this. That's 3 outs. And then there we go. We have the cost reduction from 4 to 1. So that's how Rei works. So she kills enemies, wait, and then wait for like 10 seconds, and then do it again. And then on the third stack of out, that's where you get the cost reduction, which is pretty neat. Would be funny if I let's demonstrate Sumire next. Oh god. Okay, Sumire is the 3 costs as mentioned earlier. Let's just clear this wave. It's out. And then Sumire is a single target that applies weakness detection. I don't think she will survive this. Yep. So we cannot see the weakness detection in action. So we might as well. Okay, that's 2 outs. Oh, there you go. That's the cost reduction. Okay, I hope that we'll get this guy won't get one shot. Okay, that's the weakness detection. All right, over there. And then just we're going to finish the fight before Ray dies. There you go. Nice. But yeah, that'll be it for the video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye bye.